Hello students, today we are going to start with lesson number 5 of history, Muslim League and its objectives. But according to reduced syllabus, only this topic is there, the objectives of Muslim League. But before to start with these objectives, it is must to have a look related to the history of this Muslim League, why Muslim League was established, why their objectives were different. So let us start. In the revolt of 1857, India means here we are talking about all communities of India, whether Hindus were there, Muslims were there, or any community of Indians were there. They unitedly fought against the Britishers. They just wanted to be free from the control of British government. So whether this revolt was crushed by the Britishers, Indians were not successful in this revolt of 1857. Still, as it was the first war of our independence, and in the history of India this happened first time that unitedly the whole India was there against one enemy. So now the Britishers were very alert. They know the reason behind that. They know if Indians will be united like this only, definitely they will defeat us. So they started to make plans how to crush that unity. So what they did, they adopt their policy that is known as the British policy of divide and rule. They started to divide the unity of mainly Hindus and Muslims. For this, what they did, they started to make some type of policies to divide Hindus and Muslims. Firstly, or in the very beginning, as Britishers thought that the main reason behind the revolt of 1857, or the main culprits of this revolt, are Muslim community. So what they did, they started to suppress the Muslims, and they sowed the seeds of disunity between the Hindus and the Muslims. In the beginning, they here means the British government, they treated the Muslims with the mistrust. Suspicion means mistrust, as they held or they feel that they are guilty for the revolt, as I told you. Then systematically they started to suppress the Britishers. So in the army, their recruitment was limited, and in other posts also number of seats were reduced for the Muslims. On the other hand, the Congress movement gained force. When Congress movement gained force, as Congress was against the Britishers, not simply against the Britishers, but they were against the British rule. They just want some kind of freedom from the British rule. So when Congress movement gained force, now British government was afraid from this Congress also. So they started to hate the Congress, and at that time this was the Indian National Congress. It was a group of person or organization that was there for the benefits of Indians, or they wanted Indians to be free from the control of British government. And as they got or they gained the force, now British government started to hate them also. It means scene was totally changed. Earlier Britishers were against Hindus, now they started to give favor to Muslims, and now they were against the other community, mainly Hindus. And what they wanted here, government means the British government, they just tried to keep Muslims aloof from the Congress. They just wanted to make all the Muslim unities away from any kind of contact with the Congress. And during that period of time, till that period of time, we can say Muslims were not, we can say, properly educated. They didn't, at that time they didn't want to send their kids or their wards to the Muslim schools or Muslim, sorry, not Muslims. They don't want to send their wards to the English education, or what we can say Christian missionary schools or colleges. So due to this reason, Muslim community was educationally and economically backward. But with the efforts of Sir Syed Ahmad Khan, as he established college for Muslim community, now they started to get education. Now they were aware, but they started to believe, here it is written, the Muslims were led to believe that supporting the government was the surest way of getting government jobs or other rewards and honors. It means with the time they started to think, they changed their ideologies. They started to think that if they will favor British government, definitely they will get chance in government jobs, in promotion. It means now they were thinking that this is a shortcut. So now they started to be loyal towards the British government, not towards the India. So this was the main reason behind that gap between Hindu and Muslims ideologies. So with this, they started to make some kind of policies. Due to that, Muslim community was now thinking about their own benefits. Now they were not thinking about the benefit of their country or about their countrymen, but they just started to think about their own community, their own community's benefits only. So with this, there was the means beginning of a Muslim League. So they started to unite the Muslim community, and it was the beginning to set up one political community that was known as a Muslim League. So Muslim League that was formed, let us come to that main point. The Muslim leaders felt very happy and satisfied with the reception that the government gave to their deputation. Actually, what happened in the year of 1906, there was a group of people, means a deputation was there. These group of people were from the Muslim community. So this deputation was there, place was Shimla, means Shimla, that is also known as Shimla. So there this deputation was invited and welcomed by Viceroy Lord Minto, welcomed that deputation, and this deputation was there to tell about their own community's interest. And when they were welcomed by the Viceroy of India, so they were very happy. Then in December 1906, the delegates from various provinces had assembled in Dhaka in connection with the Muslim Educational Conference. Taking advantage of this occasion, Nawab Salimullah proposed. And who was this Nawab Salimullah? So Nawab Salimullah was the fourth Nawab of Dhaka and also a member of Bengal Legislative Assembly. So he was a member of Bengal Legislative Assembly from the year 1913 till his death, that was the year of 1915. So he started to think about the Muslims only. So Nawab Salimullah proposed to form a central organization to look exclusively after the interest of the Muslim community only. So the proposal was accepted and the All India Muslim League was formally founded. Earlier foundation was there, but we say now formally it was founded on 30th December 1906. Its Dhaka session was presided over by Nawab Salimullah. But the League's constitution was framed in 1907 at Karachi. And after this, the first session held in December 1908 at Amritsar under the chairmanship of Syed Ali Imam. Now, formally, this organization, this Muslim League, was set up. They also adopt their constitution. Now, systematically, they started to separate from other community of India. Now, what were the aims and objectives of this league? Simply, we can say their aim and objectives were for the benefits of Muslim community only. So, under 3 points, we are having their objectives. First is to promote among Indian Muslims feeling of loyalty towards the British government. The first thing was to promote among the Indian Muslims that they must be loyal, they must be faithful towards the British government only. And the League would also remove misconception that may arise as to intention of government in relation to Indian Muslims. So they just wanted to remove all kind of misconceptions, all kind of any kind of doubts that if they are having any kind of good relations with any other Indian community, it doesn't mean that they are not with the British government. Then second is to promote the political and other rights of the Muslims and to place their needs and aspirations before the government in mild and moderate language. Second objective was to protect their political and other rights. So they just wanted to get more seats. They just wanted to secure their political rights. They just wanted to get government jobs. They just wanted to get a place of respect. So this was their second objective. Then they just wanted to fulfill all their demands. They just wanted to tell about all their demands to the British government in mild and moderate language, means in a friendly way. They just want to tell that they are in this kind of need, or they just wanted to fulfill their demands, but very friendly. Then to prevent the rise of any feeling of hostility between Muslims and other community without adversely affecting the aforesaid objectives of the league. So it doesn't mean that means Muslim community was against the Indian communities totally. Means they just want to continue with the relation that were there. It means in India, Hindu Muslims, they were living under one that we can say nation, India. So they just want to continue with that. They just want to continue in that only. Up to this, they don't want separate country. So they just want to prevent the feeling of hostility, means the feeling of unfriendliness. Now they just wanted to avoid unfriendly feeling between Muslims and other Indian communities, but they even don't want to affect these objectives also. It means they wanted to fulfill their dreams. They just wanted to promote their own interest, but till this time they just wanted to continue in India itself. So these are the three main objectives. So when your paper, this question will be there. Start with little bit its history, the formation of Muslim League, when it was formed, when they adopted their constitution, who was the chairman, like this kind of. Then start with their objectives. If any doubt is there, you can message me, and next time we will start with our next chapter. As from this chapter only these two topics, not even two topics, one topic was there. So just prepare well. Thank you.